Welcome back everyone, welcome back to another Let's Talk Ships, and today I've been thinking to share my personal opinion and specific compare two battleships, Montana versus France AA. Now my question to you, which is the best tier 10 battleship in this game at long range or short range? I do believe the king it's Montana, right? But I also talk a little bit about the Conqueror as well. But now deep information. We will compare Montana versus the oncoming tier 10 French battleship France. Alright, so we are here and talking about AA. Now there's one big difference in AA versus Montana. The France tier 10 battleship does not have any short 20 mils, so no 20 mils guns at very close range. By the way, they are only 2 kilometers away. If a torpedo squads are coming with you, not many. Oh, sure, you might or you might not kill them. Maybe I would like to say that those 20 millimeters Olicons are a great if dive bombers, then those are doing more of their job. However, the biggest oomph of the aura, I'm talking about the AA aura, are coming from those 40 millimeters with biggest DPS, average damage per second, and those 127 millimeters. So those two are the one who killing the planes before it reach your plane. So you're with me now. The French tier 10 battleship only have 4.5 and 5 kilometers aura. No less, just those two. Alright, now we are talking about the long range. Let's talk about long range. Those long range has amazing 5.2 kilometers away, which will beat the French in 200 meters in aura. I know that you can put the advanced firing training and AA module and you buff this a whole lot higher, but we'll just talk about base so you can compare apple and not apple and orange juice, you know what I mean? Alright, so Montana have long range 5.2 kilometers and average DPS 157. Well, the French has 5 kilometers, slightly less, and 159 DPS. So you see here slightly, it's just slightly better DPS but worse range. It's, shall I say, close to them equal. So long range, it's not anything crazy. But now we are taking a look where are the firepower of the Montana. It's of those 40 millimeter Bofors guns. This is what I'm talking about, 3.5 kilometers, and the average damage per second is 380. Alright, so what is the biggest difference here? The biggest difference is that the French tier 10 battleship had 4.5, not 3.5. It's a huge difference. 4.5 kilometers and average DPS 306. But Zerra, she has 380. Yes, but in general, if you let me put it this way. This is very simple. If you spec both of those two battleships with AA, with advanced firing training, the French tier 10 battleship will have bigger AA aura and will be more effective versus planes squads than the Montana, because your AA bubble, the range over here, you see here 3.5, and the French France has 4.5, which is additional 1 kilometers before the planes needs to reach you. They might, you know, disappear from the sky, and the DPS are so damn close, 318 versus 306. It's still gonna be the winner, the French, because of the bigger bubble. The planes have to travel 1 more kilometers further to reach you as a target, and during that time you know, one or two, or you know, some squads will vanish. So even though the Montana it's a AA monster, and don't get me wrong, 318 DPS of those guns are amazing. Over here you may argue that we don't have, but the thing is the torpedo don't give about your short torpedo. Those are not effective with a torpedo squad will coming versus you. So all you need to do and try to defend are those those ones who's providing you the AA cover, the long range and those mid tier. But in the French one, they don't have any mid tier. They have 4.5 and 5 kilometers. But remember guys, those stats I just showing you was base, with no captain, with no AA module, and without nothing. So in my book, yes guys, you're never gonna believe what I'm gonna say right now, we will have a new AA king, and the new king of tier 10 French battleship, it will be this AA monster. So just all to talk about just AA. Something also else different, but this is something, another story, another day. Firing range not bad, 6 kilometers for secondary, but you only have those 10 by you. So you don't have only those 10 by 2 127 millimeters. 6 kilometers, it's not bad, but the French have 7 kilometers, and it will have even more guns than those ones. So probably, I'm just saying, probably it's more likely that every single tier 10 battleship captain will spec for AA and secondary. This is the way to go, because shall I say, the difference between the French tier 10 battleship and Frederick the Great, it's only 600 meters. Yes, I can prove it for you guys. See here, Touch 3. We're going to Germany, and we are going to Frederick the Grosse. Frederick the Grosse has secondary 7.6, and the French 7.0. But you see here, why is the reason you would like to have the secondary build? Because you have much more guns. You have 16 105 mils, and you have 12 150 millimeters. So just short information, or like to say, what kind of secondary do we have here, guys? I'm talking about for the French one, the secondary. How many guns? 9 and 16. So guys, the French will have 152 millimeters, 9 of them, and over here you have 12. So 152 millimeters. And I just like to compare what kind of, can you see the damage? You see here damage 1700 damage. The French will do 2200 damage, and percentage to put your enemy on fire, it's 12%, and over here guys it's only 8%. You see the difference. And reload every 8 seconds. Can I see what is the reload of these guns? I don't. Oh, reload every 7.5. So it's very close, but the damage output, it's higher, and the percentage are brutal. It's 50% more percent to put your enemy on fire. So those big guns, the French, it's shall I say equal. You don't have 12 of them, you have 9 of them, but it is you know. Now let's talk about the other ones. The French has 127 millimeters, also 7 kilometers. And over here you can see, I'll just like to compare the French tier 9 Frederick Grosse versus the tier 10 battleship. 127 millimeters, and over here we have 105. So the German have 16, and the French also have 16. So 16, but it's bigger caliber gun, 127 millimeters. reload every 4 seconds, and maximum damage it's 1800 versus maximum damage 1200. And chance to put you on fire for the French are 9% versus 5%. So even though you have slightly, I'm just saying slightly less guns than the German Friedrich de Grose, which is well known for a very big secondary monster, the chance to put your enemy on fire with the French battleship are 50% higher chance than the Germans one. And the range between Friedrich de Grose and the French one, it's only 600 meters apart. And everything it's HE. The French only have HE shells, and this is HE, and also this one is HE shells. Because let's face it, the HE will burn your battleship, your enemy battleship, cruisers and destroyers. So now you know, basically it's a must to have the secondary build for 2 reasons for the French. One, for even better AA and even better secondary. So we'll all benefit actually advanced firing training and all those AA or secondary module. Please let me know what you think about my theory so far. I honestly believe I'll give you a very professional comparison versus you know, in-game, and both of those stats, guys, Montana's and Friedrich Grose, was without captain, without any module. Of course, when you reach, let's say, Conquer, also have a lot of let's talk very short about Conquers. The DPM over here, you can see here, guys, it's 321, 102 and 104, and the range are 4.2 kilometers with my captain's build. I do not have any AA. If I would, let's say, have the AA module, my AA will go plus 20% in 100 in AA. But once again, guys, as a stock, it's 4.2 kilometers, which the AA Aura, even though it has epic AA defense, the Conquers, it's kind of a short. That's the problem. The French has slightly bigger aura for those guns, and from 4.5 to 5 kilometers. So you don't have any less than 4.5. That's the thing, you know. So yeah, please let me know what you think about AA or secondary build for the French battleship. It's very interesting, unique. I honestly believe it's worth to do that, to spec with your secondary or AA to, you know, to piss up the, especially if you're in EU server that there's a lot of aircraft carrier. Guys, that's all I'd like to say for now. Subscribe to my channel, and always, captains, fear seas, and goodbye.